This is Dabu7 with an earthquake update, May 30th, 2015. Starting off here in the United States, you can see we've had some activity in the Midwest. Illinois, once again, struck with a 3.4. This is northeast of New Madrid, east of St. Louis. You can see Kansas struck with a 3.8, right there on that borderline with Oklahoma. The Oklahoma swarm has died down now. And in California, southern, central, and northern California all getting hit with quakes. You can see Southern California hit with a 3.8, Central California hit with a 4.5, Northern California with a 5.5. Now there was a 5.1 that registered out here yesterday, and I was hearing reports that that was a false reading. I also did the video out there on the 8.5 that registered down in Peru. That was a false reading as well. That was part of a massive drill that took place down there. That's the activity in the United States. You can see Peru and Chile quiet. We have our normal swarms that normally take place here. Now that these bigger quakes have popped off, you're starting to see a shift a little bit. Checking out some of these areas. Philippines. Australia hit with the 4-pointer. New South Wales about 4 hours ago. And yeah, I'm making my way around to it. The big one. The 7.8. Bonin Islands, Japan. And I want to remind everybody, this area, unique in nature. Here we have Guam, okay? And this is where the United States extends its reach all the way out to Guam here, past the islands of Hawaii. Now, we had a huge quake that struck out here a couple weeks ago, just out here in the flat on the ocean floor. Its spark concern, was this on the huge volcano that sits there on the ocean floor? It was not. That is right here. This massive rise is none other than a massive, the biggest underwater volcano on the planet. So, something to make note of. And you can see that all the rest of the quake activity in Japan from north to south there had died out or ran off the map. We have an update here. Newest quake, a 3-pointer, just hitting France. And it doesn't look like we have a bunch of aftershocks behind this powerful 7.8 quake. Anything, maybe these islands here had a risk of tsunami coming in. But at this point, I'm not hearing anything on damage. Check another feed here. Alarms going off. No risk of a tsunami. And the buildings were swaying. Expected with a 7.8. And, you know, people are feeling that in Japan here. And look how far that was out in the ocean. That's why the one that struck before by Japan that struck closer sent the tsunami in and caused so much devastation. So, further they are out here, sometimes the better, but they can always pop off a massive tsunami. This time, none. No significant damage. That's good. But I think most of you can see at this point there is an uptick in earthquake activity. We've been in this phase here for the past few weeks, not a month or so. Before that, we were fairly quiet. And ever since that big one jolted Nepal, every few days now, a big quake popping up. So as long as they're popping up in areas where they're not causing devastation, let that energy loose. And all I can say for those folks out there that are in earthquake-prone areas, have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. I'll leave links. This has been Dabu7. Y'all stay safe. Much love.